Hey fam, Master Coach G here, thriving after 50, mind, body, soul. And in today's episode, we are talking about how to build a strong metabolism naturally. You know me, I'm all about the holistic, all about the natural ways of doing things. Building and maintaining a strong metabolism naturally isn't just about shortcuts. As a matter of fact, it's not about shortcuts at all. It's about being consistent, doing the things that tells your body to use energy efficiently. That's what we're talking about today. You will find that you will have increased energy levels, better muscle maintenance, faster recovery, and a number of other things that I'm going to share in this episode. So stay tuned. This is Master Coach G, and I will see you on the inside. Hey fam, Master Coach G here, thriving after 50. And in today's episode, we are talking about building and maintaining a strong metabolism naturally. I think it's really important that we understand the process and how we can burn more fat through our metabolism. So that's what I want to talk about today, building and maintaining a strong metabolism naturally. It isn't about shortcuts. It's about consistency, okay? And consistently doing the things that your body tells you that you need to do efficiently to have the energy that your body needs. So what I want to talk about is some major benefits in having a strong metabolism. Here's a few things. You have increased energy levels, easier weight management. Okay, when you have a really strong, healthy metabolism, you burn fat even while you're sleeping, you burn fat even while you're sitting down, even when you're not being active, and that helps you to maintain your weight. It improves fat burning. You have better muscle maintenance, faster recovery from when you do work out. You also have better hormonal balance, and that's really important, especially for us ladies that's over 50 years old. It's really important because our hormones definitely dictate our things that happens in our body. So we definitely want to maintain good hormonal balance because most of us have already hit the menopausal stage. And most of us, like me, have gone way past the menopausal stage. I am like post-menopausal. It also helps support healthy aging. What you'll find is that when you have a strong metabolism, and we're going to go deeper into that about aging healthy, once you hit 50, so many things change in our bodies. And, I'm 68, going to be 69 this year. So it's really important that I maintain a healthy metabolism, okay? It also helps you with your digestive system and with your nutrients. It helps your digestive system. It helps you for your cells to be able to receive the nutrients that it needs, which is really important. It also improves your exercise performance as well when you have a healthy metabolism. And it's just a stronger overall wellness altogether, period. Okay. So let me give you some key points in building and maintaining a strong metabolism naturally. Okay. You all know that I'm a naturopathic holistic health practitioner. And this information that I'm going to give you today is really about a lifestyle. Okay. Yes, it's good to make the changes, but it needs to become a lifestyle change, okay? Once you have developed a routine for a lifestyle, then that's where you see your results. You can't be off and on. It can't be one day you're good and the next day you're not, or 1 week you're good and the next week you're not. This has to be a lifestyle change, okay? So let me give you some keys on building and maintaining a strong metabolism. Now, I know the gym is not for everybody, but strength training is definitely the first thing on the list. Okay, strength training is, of course, is good for your bones, it's good for your muscles, but it's also good for your metabolism. Daily movement. I don't care if you're just walking 30 minutes a day, as long as you're consistent with it. And everybody that knows my story knows that I walked off 130 pounds. I walked. Didn't go to the gym, didn't lift any weights. I walked off 130 pounds. That's what I did. So walking is good. So even daily movement can just be a 30-minute walk. I've always given you a simple tip on how to get your 30 minutes in. Walk outside your door, walk 15 minutes in any direction, and come back and you just walk 30 minutes, okay? I would strongly suggest that you do that every day, because it's definitely going to help your metabolism when you do it on a daily basis. Another important ingredient into maintaining and building a strong metabolism is eating enough protein. That's another key thing. We got to maintain, especially us women, because we lose a lot of muscle mass the older we get. So the protein is going to help us to be able to maintain the muscle, okay? Staying hydrated. That's key. We're approaching the summer. It's still spring. But here in Texas, yesterday was a really warm day. My granddaughter and I went out riding scooters, and we were sweating the whole entire time. But when we came in, we made sure that we, replaced the water that we lost. So staying hydrated is really important. Quality of sleep is another thing. We got to get our 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night, 7 days a week. That helps us to maintain the quality of metabolism that we need to be able to maintain for all the reasons that I mentioned earlier, okay? Managing your stress levels, that is another key component. We have to be able to learn how to manage our stress levels. And I'm going to give you some tips on that as well as we get further into the podcast, okay? Supporting and recovering with the proper nutrients, okay? You got to make sure that you're eating the right foods. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but almost every podcast that I have done, and April the 25th was my second year of doing these podcasts. And what you will notice is that you will never, ever, ever get away from the 4 pillars. The 4 things that give you the solid foundation to maintaining good health, period, because it's a lifestyle. Your diet, what you eat, your quality of sleep, your hydration, and exercise. Those are the 4 main pillars that will support and give you a foundation for good health and maintain your wellness, because it's really about wellness, okay? So your metabolism is like your body's engine, okay? So let's say like you get in your car, you start the car up. Your engine is what gets the car going, okay? So our metabolism is like our engine in our car, but it's the engine for our bodies. So when it's healthy and running efficiently, everything functions better. Everything. Having a strong metabolism can positively impact your overall health. It impacts your energy, your body composition, and your quality of life. Your metabolism is how your body converts food into energy. So if you're eating junk, if you're eating processed food, don't expect any energy from that. It's like if your car doesn't have oil, don't expect it to run. Okay? So if you're not putting the right food in your body, don't expect it to run. It's just like, using cheap gas in your car, or gas that has water in it. Your car is not going to run efficiently. So it's the same thing with our bodies. Some people take better care of their car than they do their bodies. So you need to understand that in order for you to be able to convert the food into energy that's going to increase your metabolism and your body's going to function properly, you have to have the right food in order for that to happen, okay? Because your body tends to perform better physically and mentally, not just physically, okay? So here's how to do it the right way, the natural way, okay? Build lean muscle. That is your metabolism engine. Okay, muscle burns calories even at rest, and that's what you want. You want your body to be able to burn fat even while you're just sitting there watching TV, and it's very possible. Okay, I remember when I lost 130 pounds, I went from 237 down to 120, and for years and years and years I could not gain weight. Now at that time I was just like getting into my early 60s, and here's what I'll tell you, because my metabolism was so high. My metabolism was so high because, one, I had a lot of muscle mass, and the muscle is really what helps you to maintain your metabolism. So my body muscle was so high, and I couldn't gain any weight. So that's because my metabolism was just it was just off the chart. So I was burning fat when I was sleeping. I was burning fat when I was sitting at my desk. I was burning fat 24 hours a day. So that's what you want to do, because when your metabolism is in high gear, you can better maintain your weight. Okay. So if you strength train, like if you go to the gym, if that's your thing, and I know the gym is not for everybody, I understand that. But if you go to the gym and you do strength training 3 to 5 days a week, you will see a difference. If you focus on the compound movement, things like squats, lunges, push-ups, and rows, things of that nature, like you will find that you will see results in your metabolism. Okay. Gradually increase the resistance over time. Okay, so even if you go to the gym and you do strength training, even if you're just lifting like 15 pounds, it's okay. Okay, so then what you'll do is over time you'll just gradually increase the weights. I recommend that people have a program for at least 3 months, and then they increase whatever it is that they're doing. So here's the bottom line: more muscle equals higher resting metabolism. What that means is that when you're sitting down doing absolutely nothing, that means that your metabolism is burning fat. And everyone should want to be at the place where you could be sleeping, you could be sitting at your desk. You want to have your body in a position where you are burning fat at all times, 24 hours a day, not just when you're exercising. Okay. Here's another thing: eating enough protein, and don't undereat. Okay, so what I mean by that is eating too little can slow down your metabolism. Okay, now I've always eaten like a bird. I've never been one to consume a lot of food at once, because I eat so many different. We're supposed to eat at least 6 times a day. Okay, and when I say eat 6 times a day, I'm not talking about full meals. You should have at least 3 meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And in between each one of those meals, a couple hours after you eat, you should eat like a healthy snack, like some fruit, or even some broccoli, raw broccoli, or something like that. Any type of snacks in between your meals, whether it's yogurt or whatever, you should be eating in between your meals, but healthy. Not sugary snacks, not junk food, not processed food, but healthy stuff. Okay, so you definitely want to consume plenty of protein, especially us ladies. Okay, and that can include in every meal. Every meal you should be consuming some protein, whether it's through chicken, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, beans. We should be consuming some type of protein, especially us ladies, because one, our body is not producing as much because we have gone through menopause. But 2, we want to definitely increase our metabolism, and that is one way to do it. Protein increases your calories, and your body burns it during digestion. So we need to make sure that we are consuming plenty of protein, 20 to 30 grams a day. Okay. Avoid chronic dieting. It does not work. Okay, or extreme calorie restrictions. I know some people that count their calories. I've never counted calories ever in my whole entire life. Even when I was, in the process of losing the weight, I never counted calories. Fuel your body. Don't starve it. You're not increasing your metabolism by starving your body. Now, I told you that we're going to always look at the 4 pillars. We just talked about what we're eating. That's number 1, our diet. Okay. Now, here's the second thing. That is the second pillar: Hydration. Stay hydrated and use electrolytes, because when you work out or you're walking, especially if you're going to be walking outside, the temperature is going to be getting warm, you're going to start sweating, you need to replace your electrolytes. It's really important. Your body needs proper hydration to carry out the metabolism process efficiently. Okay, so we need to make sure that we're drinking water consistently throughout the day, and add your electrolytes in there. I do have a amazing product. I like the blueberry pomegranate flavor, and I drink it especially when I'm working out to replace the electrolytes that I'm losing while I'm sweating. But I also have my collagen and my antioxidant and my potassium along with my magnesium. So we want to make sure that we are replacing our water and electrolytes. Hydration supports energy and produces put you in a fat burning space. So make sure that you are definitely staying hydrated. Okay, here's another one. Here's another pillar. Prioritize your quality of sleep. Sleep is so important on building and maintaining a strong metabolism. It's absolutely amazing. When you get the sleep that you need, then you will definitely see how your metabolism is going to increase. Sleep directly impacts our hormones, and our hormones control our metabolism and our hunger. Okay, that's why quality of sleep is so important. And I'm gonna do an episode on each one of these pillars and give you the breakdown on why they're so important in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Okay, we should be aiming for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, not just 5 days a week, 7 days a week. We should maintain getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Okay, stick with a consistent sleep schedule. Set a bedtime. Take an hour before bedtime. Relax, unwind, get rid of all the thoughts of the day. Don't think about what you got to do tomorrow. Cut it off at 1 hour before bedtime to relax your mind and your body, so that when it's time to go to sleep, you will be able to go to sleep. Limit your screen time on your phone, your computer, your tablet, whatever. Limit that when it's time for you to go to sleep. I would say an hour before bedtime, don't pick up your phone, don't get on your tablet, don't get on your computer. Just totally eliminate that when it's time for you to get ready to go to bed, because here's the bottom line. Poor sleep slows down your metabolism, and it also increases your craving. I was speaking with a lady the other day. We were sitting in a sauna at the gym, and she was telling me about her cravings. She has these cravings for sweets. But guess what else she told me? That her sleeping is not good. So that's another reason why she craves all the sweets, because her sleeping patterns are not, she's not getting this proper sleep that she needs, which increases her cravings. So that's why sleep is so important. It's absolutely vital that we get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Consistent sleep. The quality of sleep is so important, and we really got to pay attention to that. Move throughout the day. There's your exercise. Walk 30 minutes a day. Okay. Daily movement outside of workouts play a huge role in calorie burning. Okay, it absolutely helps you when you move. It helps you to increase your metabolism. Walk more, stand more, take the stairs, stay active throughout your day. Okay, if you get a 15-minute break at work and you sit at your desk all day, get up and walk around for 15 minutes. Come back and sit down. Every time you get a break, get up and walk for 15 minutes. On your lunch break, if you get an hour, take 30 minutes of that and go and get out and walk for 30 minutes. Okay, the bottom line is consistent movement adds up, and it supports fat loss, period. Now, here's something else that's important, because we talked about what we eat, we talked about the quality of sleep, we talked about exercise, and we also talked about hydration. But here's something else that's important, which is managing our stress levels. Chronic stress raises our cortisol, which can slow down our metabolism and promote fat storage. That's what cortisol does. It holds on to the body fat. So if we don't want to have our bodies keeping and holding our body fat, then we have to learn how to manage our stress levels. Okay, so practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditating, praying, it makes for a faster recovery time. It makes it easier for you to be able to get past that stress moment, that stressful moment. And it's really important that we do that. So here's the bottom line: a less stressed body burns energy more efficiently. The less stress that you have in your body, the more your body will burn the fat and give you more energy more efficiently. Now, here's something else that's definitely directed toward the ladies. It supports your hormones. Your hormone regulates how your metabolism functions. Now, for us ladies that have gone through menopause, it's important that we have some type of support for our hormones. I personally had a hysterectomy over 30 years ago. I did not do any type of hormone replacement therapy. I absolutely refuse to take a pill that you're going to tell me that is going to replace my hormones. For me, I had to do it the all natural way. So we have to get into a space where we are supporting our hormones. And here's how we do that. We get into some natural sunlight on a daily basis. 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes of natural sunlight a day does your body good. It helps your hormones. And I know nobody talks about that, but it does, okay? Eating balanced meals. Do not eliminate all your carbs completely. I know people on these diets where it's like, oh, I can't eat any carbs. Don't eliminate all carbs. Some carbs are healthy for you. Avoid extreme diet cycles. I know people that have been dieting as long as I've known. If I've known some people for 20 years and they've been on every diet under the planet, okay? But here's the bottom line. Balanced hormones equal a better metabolism. So the more balanced your hormones are, the better your metabolism is going to be. So let me give you some real talk here. You don't boost your metabolism overnight. You build it through consistency. That's why I say build and maintaining, okay? Not just boosting, but building, because it takes time to build this. But you can only do it through consistency, which is through the strength training, eating enough, especially protein, sleeping well, staying hydrated, maintaining your stress levels, and staying active. See how we hit the 4 pillars? Can't get away from it. I don't care what you do in life. Those 4 pillars are the foundation of your health and wellness, period. Your hydration, your exercise, your sleep, and what you eat are the foundation of your health and wellness. If in fact you do these things, strength train, eat enough, especially protein, get you good quality sleep, stay hydrated, manage your stress level, and stay active, your metabolism will respond. I promise you it will. Okay? Hey, that's what I have for you today. I hope this episode has added value to your life. Thank you for joining me here today on Thriving After 50, Mind, Body, Soul. And if this podcast has been a benefit to you, please subscribe to my channel and follow and leave me a review. Let me know what you think, if this information has helped you. And please share it with someone that it may help them as well, okay? I appreciate you. But before I get out of here, I got to give a shout out to all my listeners here in the United States, Canada, Australia, Russia Federation, China, Mexico, Belgium, Ireland, South Africa, Brazil, Nigeria, United Kingdom, Germany, France, Bangladesh, Ukraine, Kuwait, India, Hong Kong, Dominican Republic, Philippines, Barbados, Saudi Arabia, Spain, Japan, Indonesia, Pakistan, Portugal, Netherlands, Singapore, Peru, Samoa, Finland, UAE, Lithuania, Chile, Denmark, Vietnam, Switzerland, England, and we just added Italy. I appreciate each and every one of you for listening. Until next time, keep shifting your mind, caring for your body, and nurturing your soul. I'm Master Coach G, and I will see you on the next level.